Are you aware that the NCA just handed you a legal weapon against your network provider, that's Telecel, MTN, and Telco? And the car prices are finally tanking by 15%. Most people think this is a win, but if you're about to spend your last savings, stop. Because there is a pattern emerging in Ghanaian economy that most people are ignoring. A new PwC report suggests you are more vulnerable than we look. Is that 15% a sale or a desperate attempt to move assets before the bottom falls out? Today, Cedi Global is breaking down 3 things you need to know before you touch your bank account this month. You are looking at the new NCA state, why the car market is shaking, and the specific warning PwC just issued that every Ghanaian SME should be on high alert. Let's get into the data. This is Cedi Global bringing to you patterns shaping Ghana's future. First, in the regulatory space, the National Communication Authority has announced a stricter mobile services standard, moving away from general promises and toward measurable targets such as call drop limit, faster data speed, and enforceable coverage obligations across every district. And this signals a broader confidence shift, because when the regulator starts tightening services standard, it usually means the state is moving from announcement to enforcement. And after years of Ghanaians complaining, the system is finally working. Ultimately, this shift affects businesses that depend on mobile networks for payment, customer service, logistics, and digital marketing, and suggests that the government is preparing the digital economy for deeper integration into everyday commerce, meaning telecom reliability is no longer a convenience but an economic necessity. At the same time, in the consumer market, the automobile dealers have announced an average 15% reduction in vehicle prices, citing recent stability and the removal of the COVID-19 levy. And while this may look like a simple retail adjustment, it actually reflects deeper street-level economic signal, because when import-dependent goods start getting cheaper, it actually means currency stability is beginning to pass through into real prices, which can boost customer confidence, revive postponed purchases, and help logistics and transport businesses upgrade fleet. However, this optimism is tempered by a new warning from PwC, which says Ghana's economy remains highly vulnerable to commodity price swings and global financial tightening, meaning the same currency stability driving today's price cut could reverse quickly if external conditions shift, just as we have seen in the cocoa drop prices. So when you connect these stories, a clearer pattern emerges. On one hand, the state is tightening digital infrastructure and pushing for more reliable systems. On the other hand, the economy is showing early signs of stability through price reduction. Yet underneath both development lies a structural vulnerability, because Ghana's growth is still closely tied to commodities and global financial conditions, which means the country is entering a phase where systems are becoming straighter, but the economic foundation still looks sensitive to shocks. In this environment, the winners are likely to be businesses that rely on digital channels and can benefit from improved connectivity, as well as transport and logistic operators who can take advantage of lower vehicle prices, while the losers may be import-heavy firms that assume currency stability will last forever, or businesses that ignore rising regulatory enforcement and fail to adapt to straighter services and compliance standards. So the coming days, there are 3 signals to watch. First, whether telecom operators begin visible upgrades to meet the new service standards. Second, whether the price cuts in vehicles trigger wider reduction across other import-dependent goods. And third, whether the global commodity and interest rate movement begin to test the cedi's recent stability. This is Cedi Global, helping you identify patterns shaping Ghana's future for the people, by the people.